Supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. McCain. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To throw on 2nd down. McCain, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Well, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57. Bring it.
the play fake. McCain.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Hoover. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action with Burrow. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, McCain. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Mixon, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Play action. It's Burrow. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score. Bengals 7-2. Browns nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on second down. Burrow forced out to his left. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. McCain. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. McCain, he sets to fire deep. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Able to slither by. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Burrow on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, McCain. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going up top. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now on 2nd and 13, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun on third down, McCain going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, McCain steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On 1st down, McCain. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake. McCain dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here we go. Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Gun. Cut. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Landry. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. The Browns drive about to get started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down. Trailing in the fourth quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up. Out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Pushing his... Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCain. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime.